I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
If it was for a sticker, it was. Hey there, everyone. This is Kyle playing Slay the Princess. Last loop of the third cycle. Before we go in, I'm still in we looked at my sticker collection last time, so whatever happens with this one, I'm cool with it. If we do not go to a chapter 3, that's fine. This is like the last time I can afford for things to just go where there be. So of course I will seize that. I don't know what to expect. The prisoner. Yeah, that makes sense.
In the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Like in the previous, life, the only thing Quiet saw was that the princess was locked away in the basement. And when he freed her, she just, coldly, efficiently slit his throat when she saw that he was under mind control. He didn't really see her do anything. Didn't really threaten him. She was just kind of there. Huh.
You're here to slay her.
Okay, yeah, the prisoner.
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
What is that going to mean?
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time.
Yeah, I feel like these do not necessarily do anything other than leaving.
Don't forget what he did to us the last time
Skeptic.
around. I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth. There's got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess. We just have to keep trying.
Oh, for both of us, huh?
I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep...
Hey, I can hear what you're saying. I'm the narrator.
You know I can hear you two, right?
I'm the voice of the
It's going to be a lot
universe.
harder than you think to keep secrets from me. And as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large? I told you about the stakes of this situation less than a minute ago.
Alright. Turn around. No. Proceed to the cabin. Alright.
A warning before you go any further.
She will lie,
She
cheat.
will lie, she will cheat,
She will fall in love.
She will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink.
You said wink, you didn't wink. But also, you only exist as a voice. I feel like for the fourth cycle, I'm going to be able to skip a lot of the intros. Basically, I'm going to skip chapter 1's entirely on video and chunks of chapter 2. So I'm getting the feeling it might actually go faster than all previous ones.
Did you just say wink?
He did! Because he's just a voice. It's the only way he can wink.
Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on
Oh no, the clown princess! That's where we're going. I saw that image. I know she exists.
The interior
Oh
of the
yeah,
cabin
this is
less
barred.
a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison.
This is a prison, yes.
The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this
Now,
right.
to be fair, there are two reasons why I feel like I need to take this blade. One, this is supposed to be the aggressive round. That has not panned out with every one of my attempts, but that's sort of, what I've been sort of doing. And I want to try and keep to that.
It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
And I just feel like overall, in general, you end up having more options if you bring the blade than if you don't.
Good idea. Much better to be armed
Right?
than to go in with blind hope alone.
Yeah. Okay. Alright, let's ignore the mirror and enter the basement. See, the mirror went away.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps.
Oh no, they're slippery.
If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Alright.
Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
See, like, she doesn't sound aggressive, because there's no reason for her to be aggressive.
Does she remember us?
She's like the neutral.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes
Oh
with the
no!
princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap.
Okay, so first of all, why is this art so cute? They went for such a cute style. But yeah, okay. So instead of just the one arm, this is just like, okay, not wrapped in chains, but 2 arm chains and a collar. Going super overboard. That is funny. There's an extra room for us. Hooray!
Should we be worried about the one around her neck? Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier.
I don't know, like this part is like right in front of her heart, which has been confirmed to be her weak point in multiple branches of the story.
Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall?
Yeah?
Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obvious.
No, I joked about it, but I do wonder if it is for me. So be careful.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
I mean, wow, that's just an option immediately. Huh. Okay, I mean, that's so tempting. I'm just gonna say it. Let's have a sec.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
But we don't have to throw it in a corner of the room, which is nice. Okay, let's be nice.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
I feel like you're looking over my head, though, now that I sat down. Okay.
Oh, are we talking about that?
Of course.
I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But sure, I'll fill you in.
I love this version of the tiara.
Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them.
So that is wild. You just like, boop. You just booped.
And now you're back.
So no time has spent for you at all.
Is that really all she knows?
No, I believe her.
It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
Like some of the princesses imply that they've waited a while.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how. First you make a comment about having been here before, and now this.
Yeah, please catch on, Mr. Narrator.
As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things. It's complicated things how, exactly? Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion.
That's such a funny sentence fragment. You heroically slay the princess. I mean, from his point of view, that makes sense, but
the
it's still
situation
funny.
right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency.
Wait, this is a thing?
A contingency for what? For you failing, obviously.
Whoa!
You being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else. I'm just going to make it worse.
So that's why he just deals with it. Whenever, like, the world resets and things are different, then he moves on. He's aware that can be a thing. But, okay. What a wild bit of knowledge to appear so late in for me.
If you knew this could happen, why didn't you tell us? All of this is incredibly valuable information. It would have changed our actions considerably.
So, like, when we die serially, like in the last parts of the Razor, for example, like, that's why he's just jumping in immediately. He doesn't know what's happening, but he has a good guess.
I needed you to be in the dark for as long as I could keep you.
Oh, that is so neat.
It's important. Necessary, even. And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That's pathetic.
No,
I never said I wasn't.
I don't think it is.
Get it? It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that.
Sorry about this, princess. I'm having a pretty long conversation with myself.
Exactly. He gets it. You're lucky. So don't waste that luck by messing it up again. All right? Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark? The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that.
There is so much being spelled out about the universe in the context of the game here. This is wild.
I won't. Just give it a rest.
Sorry
This
about
isn't
that.
helping. Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
Thank you for not interrupting. Yeah, no, genuinely curious.
I don't know, but you could always try it on.
I mean, that's clearly not happening.
Maybe it'll fit.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
Alright. Aggro run. The cycle of aggression.
I am not a damsel to be helplessly murdered.
Uh-oh.
As
What?
you move to strike the princess, she stands, her chains clinking as she wraps them around her fists.
Oh,
In an
got
instant,
brass
they're
in it.
around her
Whoa!
neck, both of you dropping to the ground as she pulls them taut, bracing her body against yours as you struggle uselessly.
hi, how'd you do that?
Drop it, or you die.
I thought this was going to be a safe move, but she's going to kill us again. Just listen to her. Do what she says. How many times did I warn you she's not to be trusted? But while strangulation can be very distracting, she's not armed, and you have your pristine blade. End her before she ends you.
But while strangulation can be very distracting. Yeah, no kidding. Strangulation by metal, too. Like, these are large, like, links. Alright. No, like, I just go out on the aggression. If I stop now, I'm gonna look like an idiot.
You steel your will and refuse to give in to the princess's demands, ignoring the stars dancing in your eyes and the screaming of your starved lungs. You strike. You fumble your first few attempts, only making surface-level scratches and gouges as your arm flails forward, barely able to obey you.
Alright, to be fair, that is a pretty defensive, like, little shield there.
But a single focused blow was all it took. Your blade pierces up through her ribs, slicing through flesh, striking her heart.
Aw, she looks so upset. I mean, yeah.
The chains loosen. The darkness creeping in at the edges of your vision subsides.
I feel bad! I genuinely feel really bad about this. You really are the sticker beside the sticker of the damsel, huh?
None of this was ever very fair, was it? But I did kill you last time. I should have expected you might want some petty revenge.
It wasn't petty. It was... curiosity more than anything.
Unfortunately for you, that means you've dug your own grave. You can forget about me ever helping you again, even if it damns us both.
And just like that, the princess is slain and the world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward. I don't like this. It was too easy.
Yeah, no, like, we've got, like, droning background sounds. That's never a good sign.
It was not too easy. We almost died.
But she is slain.
That's right. This was an incredibly difficult task, and you performed it admirably.
We're going to off ourselves, right? Like, this is like the ending of the... Well, when we kill the princess normally, they're on the way to the Spectre.
Let's just get out of here. I don't like looking at her body. Plus, he said there'd be a reward. I'd appreciate a reward right about now. You have the attention span of a fly. How are we supposed to unravel the mysteries of this place if you're so easily distracted by empty promises? It's better to have a short attention span in a situation like this. There's no use dwelling on the past, especially when it's already set in stone. And especially when your promised reward is not, in fact, empty, and is worth all the adversity you've been through to get here.
Alright, show it.
Fine. But if we're leaving, then we're taking the blade. I feel exposed without it.
Okay, you just do that.
With your work done, you remove the blade from the princess's corpse and make your way back upstairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. You can think of it as sealing yourself off from an unpleasant chapter of your life. It's all uphill from here.
Alright, we did it.
The windows. Do you see that? We used to be able to see the outside world from up here, but now it's just empty.
Yeah, this is consistent with other tracks.
The door. Check the door.
Yeah, and outside too, you just see the long dark.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
Interesting, interesting.
You don't have to act surprised. You
Ha!
can see this vast emptiness through the windows. But if everything's gone, does that mean we're not gonna get our reward?
Sounds like a little child.
This is your reward. An eternity of bliss, if you'll have it. And I suggest that you have it. Okay.
Yeah, that was kind of threatening.
This is what's best for everyone. Trust me. Like hell it is. This isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past. No, this is the beginning of eternity. Your reward.
Okay.
Like I just told you.
So the world being nothing is what he wants because it's in static. It's not gonna move. It's just gonna be like this. Okay. Things are...
Time passes.
This is what
You
he
can't be
wants,
sure if it's
basically.
days or months or
This.
years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
Wonderful, boring blur.
Decades? No, it can't be decades. We can't go along with this. We can't let him win.
So this probably gets you like the good ending screen.
We still have a blade. Let's use it on ourselves and start over. He's suggesting you kill yourself. You shouldn't kill yourself when you have an eternity of bliss right in front of you.
Alright. I mean, I know what's going to... I don't know. I'm pretty
That's
happy.
Great. Congratulations. You've earned it. More happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is, not happy. Happy still has plenty of
This is
meaning.
the story branch, like all the best sentences.
Just saying things. The voice's protestations fall on deaf ears. Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift, you simply exist. Happy. Forever.
Happy end. Yay!
No, you stop all this nonsense. You really don't want to be happy, do you? You know what you have to do.
Yeah, I get it. I hear you, skeptic. Alright. Later, losers.
You goddamn spiteful bastard. Are you really going to turn down immortality itself just to make me lose?
I mean, don't you win? Like, you got what you want. You got an eternity of bliss. Does reality itself disappear when I disappear? Am I just like the central kernel that makes the universe the universe?
Why should it matter if we die at this point?
Yeah.
Haven't you already gotten what you want? I don't have to answer that.
Ha!
That's all we needed.
That's
to
an
hear.
answer, friendo.
You raise the blade, then drive it into your heart. You collapse to the floor, everything goes dark, and you die. You're a genocidal maniac, you know that, right?
Wow! Hey, hey, hey! See you tomorrow, man. You know. Okay, yeah, so clearly Mimic's just doing the thing. So that's interesting to me.